guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Beck and this is Beck Can Stitch. This is a channel where I talk about my cross-stitching progress. Today is Flosstube number 8. It is the 5th of November 2025 and I am here for my October update. I'd just like to say thank you to all my returning subscribers. I've managed to hit 42 subscribers, which is awesome. Thank you for spending some time with me. I do know that there are a lot of Flosstubers out there and I really do appreciate you spending some time and coming and seeing what I have to show you. I'd just also like to welcome any new subscribers that I may have. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and please like, comment down below. I'd really love to know what you guys are working on whilst you're watching me. So today I am here for my October update. Like I said in my last Flosstube, I did have a very busy October and I knew that my stitching would take a little bit of a backburn to it. So today will probably be a little bit of a shorter video. I only have 3 projects to show you today, and then I've got some Flosstube shout outs that I would like to do, and then I'll give you some plans as to what I intend on doing for this month. So I have decided to change where I am filming today. I am in our media room today. I do have a fish tank running in the background, so I do hope that it isn't too loud and annoying. But I thought that I would see how we went with filming here, and I hope that the lighting is alright. Sorry about that, had a bit of a coughing episode. I will try and edit that one out. So let's get into the stitching. So first piece that I have to show you is my mechanical seahorse. It was a stitch along by the Cross Stitch Studio. I am doing this one on a 14 count easy count aida. Using DMC, I'm doing this 2 over 1 full cross. This month I put in 410 stitches, bringing me to a total of 48,000 stitches out of 70,000 stitches, and it has brought it to 68.57%. So this one I am finding is really confetti heavy. And this is it here. So it is taking me quite a while to actually put in any stitches for this one. So I'll show you a little bit of a close-up of it as I roll it up. So this month I primarily had worked in this part of the tail. So basically I just worked in all of the parked threads that I had within this block. So that is my progress on mechanical seahorse. So I think that I've got the rest of this row to do, which I think is about another 3 pages. And then underneath I will have a few partial pages for that one to be complete. So really trying to get this one moving a little bit further forward, as it is my longest running whip to date. The next piece that I have to show you is my Peter Rabbit sampler. This is a subscription from Hattchett magazines. I am also doing this one on a 14 count easy count aida. I'm doing this with all of the threads that are provided within the subscription, and I am doing this one also 2/1 full cross. So this one I'm is the spring section of it. So for this one, so far I have completed Peter Rabbit, 2 of the bunnies, and this month I have worked on the little mouse here. So I have completed her this month. This one I actually managed to put into Pattern Keeper, so I've scanned the copy of the magazine, and although it hasn't recognized the thread numbers and the symbols correlating with it, I was actually still able to mark it off. So this month I put in 1,274 stitches, and that does not include the back stitch on her. So she is coming along nicely. So again, that's all of that. The final piece that I have to show you today is my Sea Turtle Mama, which was a freebie on the Heaven and Earth Designs website. This is artwork by Sheena Pike. I am doing this 1/1 full cross using CXC threads on a 28 count aida that I got from AliExpress. At the start of this month I was sitting on 33.51%. This month I have actually managed to hit a milestone, and I have gone over the 40% mark. So this month I've added 4,437 stitches, bringing me to 40.78%. So this one I have got on a frame which I got from Painting Fairy. I actually have the floor stand for it as well, and that was my late birthday present to myself, as I had my birthday was last month. So this month I have continued, sorry, just a bit awkward being on the frame still. I have continued to work in this part of the turtle's neck, and now I am coming across, sorry, this part of the turtle's neck, wrong side. So I filled in this part here, and I'm now making my way over to her flipper that is on this side here. This one is actually a little bit of a sneak peek into what I have done this month as well. So that is my progress on Mama Sea Turtle. I'm really liking how it is turning out, although it does drive me batty at times. There is a lot of color changes in it, and just being that it is on a 28 count, I do find it a little bit tight, even though I have sized down my needle for it. Yeah, but just, yeah, trying to do, this is my daily piece where I try to put in about 200 stitches per day on this one. So that is my progress on Sea Turtle Mama. Just flip over the page with my notes. Alright, so next up, I just wanted to discuss some plans for November for me. So as I said in my last Flosstube, this month I have called it New Start November. So I have about 7 projects, I think it is, that I wanted to start this month. Quite a few of them are some stamped kits that I have received. So what I have done with that is I have put them on a decision wheel, and what I'm doing is spinning the wheel and letting that choose which piece I will start first. So far I have spun it twice, but I will show you the progress on that in next month's video. My plan for all these pieces is I would like to try and get about 1,000 stitches into them for this month, and then I will put them onto a current whip wheel, where they will then be in the running to get chosen later again in the month. So my plan moving forward, I do like the idea that Anne the Max Colour Stitcher does, where she has all of her projects on a wheel. She spins the wheel and then that decides what project she gets out to work on, and then she puts in about 1,000 stitches into those projects. At this stage I'm going to see how I go at trying to achieve 1,000 stitches on those projects. Some of them, like my mechanical seahorse and stuff, where I know that the stitch count is quite slow because of the confetti and stuff like that, I may end up dropping down to about 500. So the mechanical seahorse was the last piece that I needed to work on in order to get it to a round-ish number, so that I am finishing on a whole number rather than a random number. I also intend to keep up with my Peter Rabbit sampler. For that one, I am planning on doing 1 motif a month. So I haven't actually had a look as to what direction it will be moving this month. But yeah, so my plan for that one is to do 1 more motif with that one. And then finally with my Sea Turtle Mama, as mentioned earlier, that one I am trying to have a daily stitch, and my goal for that one is roughly 200 stitches per day for that. Right, so next, moving on, there are a few floss tubers that I would like to shout out. My first huge shout out is to Nessa, who is cross-stitching with Nessa. She has shouted me out on her last 2 videos, and I am very muchly appreciative of that. Thank you very much, Nessa. She has a lot of different projects as well. She has some stamped cross stitches. She's got some counted. She's got some full coverage and stuff like that. So if you enjoy those sorts of things, please go and check her out. The next one that I would like to shout out is Sharon from Fun with Cross Stitch. She again has a variety of different projects that she is working on. She has a lot of full coverage that she works on. She's also got a few stamped cross stitches as well. I just wanted to say hi to Katie, Jeremiah's mum. I watch her Flosstube every time she puts out a video, and between her and Jeremiah, they are funny. I do get a good laugh when I do watch her as well. And she also has quite a few different variety of cross-stitching projects as well. Right, now into the new to me Flosstubers. So I have recently started watching Wendy from A Stitch in the Matrix. I can't remember exactly who had initially shouted her out, but I did find her through another Flosstuber, and she is just hilarious. Her Halloween video that she has just put out, she starts off by basically reading a script for Halloween, and yeah, it just had me absolutely in hysterics. It was so funny, so please go and check her out. The next Flosstuber that's new to me is Lisa, and she is Crossed by Floss. She has just put out a new video. She's doing Nora November. She has a lot of Nora Corbett's that she is planning on either starting or is currently working on. So I'd really like to see the progress on what she's doing with that. Again, I would love to do some Nora Corbett's or Bella Philippine, not Bella's, Mirabilia's. But just at this stage, with what I have to stitch on, and that that may be at a later date, but please go and check her channel out. And another stitcher that I have found through Rose Crafty Corner, hi Kylie, hi Ro, was Amy, and she is Amy Anxiety Stitched. She is a fellow Aussie as well. She has a mixture of different types of stitching projects as well. But she also did, she had a, basically like a stitch with me of somebody who isn't a stitcher, where she had chosen a friend who has never cross-stitched before, and she had taught him how to cross-stitch, and basically, yeah, just did like a little bit of an interview with him, which was really interesting to watch. So yes, so please go and check out Amy as well. Bit of life update. So as I said, October was a extremely busy month for me. I had quite a few events on. I will pop in some pictures at the end. So the first weekend of October we had a friend's 50th birthday party. So my mum looked after the kids for us, and my partner and I stayed down at Surfers Paradise for the night, which is just down on the Gold Coast. So that was a good night. The next weekend we again stayed down in Surfers Paradise, took the kids to go and see Monster Jam down there. Ended up staying an extra night so that the kids actually had an extra day down in Surfers to go and do some things down there. I was a little bit limited as to what I could do because my leg has been playing up again, which I am on the wait list to get my leg fixed again. For those who are new, I seem to have a condition in my body where my body likes to lay down plaque within my arteries. I did have this problem fixed earlier in the year. However, on my last appointment it wasn't quite completely occluded, but they thought that it had significantly blocked up again, that they have put me down on the list to try and unocclude my artery in my leg again. I am a category 1 for that, which is supposedly within 30 days. It has been a little bit longer than that, so I'm just waiting for that. So hopefully that won't be too much longer, because I am finding now that the distances that I can walk are a lot less before I start getting pain in my leg again. So that was very limiting to what I could do when we went down there with the kids. So my partner did a lot of the walking, took the kids to Time Zone and a few other bits and pieces, and I tend to the kids, when they wanted to go for a swim or something like that, I would go down to the pool with them, take some stitching with me and just watch them near the pool. The weekend after that, we went to the Jelly Roll concert. It was his first time in Australia, and it was also his first concert of his tour, and that was really good. My partner, his knee played up on him a bit, so it ended up being myself, one of our friends, and my eldest boy ended up coming to that with us, which was, he enjoyed it. He had never been to a concert before, so he thought that it was a really good concert to go to. But yes, that was really, really good. When the tickets went up for sale, I immediately knew I had to get some tickets to go and see him live, because back in October last year, when my health issues all started to really spiral and I had to give up work and stuff like that, my mental health declined really, really badly, to the point where I was actually admitted into hospital for it. And basically listened to his music for the majority of the time that I was in there, so I felt as though he was something that got me through a really hard time in my life. So yeah, so I really looked forward to seeing him when he came out to Australia. I do believe that he has also just announced that he will be back next year on his world tour, so hopefully when those tickets get released we may go back to see him, because like I said, my partner couldn't come and see him, so yeah, so it'd be nice to go and see him with him. What else has happened? Moving forward, I have decided that whilst I'm still health-wise, I'm okay. I'm not the greatest, but at the moment, mobility-wise and stuff like that, I'm sort of in an okay position. I decided that I wanted to start crossing off some of my bucket list items, and one of those items is to go to Japan. So earlier, I don't know if it was last month or the month before, I managed to find, it came up on Facebook, cruises that do a cruise. It's a 12-night cruise around Japan during the cherry blossom season. So I have managed to book that, and that is in May or June 2027. So that gives me a little bit to try to look forward to, just given that I am finding it really hard at the moment to see light at the end of the tunnel. So I am trying to sort of fill up my cup with things to look forward to try and help me along. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. That ended up being a little bit longer than I thought it would be. Thank you if you have stayed till the end. I really do appreciate your time and company, and I hope that you enjoyed what you see. Hopefully I'll be back in December for my November wrap-up, where I should be able to show you, at least I'm hoping, some decent progress this month with all my new starts. Oh, that was one other thing I was going to mention. Heaven and Earth Design have now released their 2026 sales, which I am thinking that I do want to participate in next year. But I am torn between two charts at the moment. So one is the dragonflies, which I'll put a picture up. This one appeals to me. It's just really colourful, which I'm drawn to, where I have an interest in that. And then the other chart that I am thinking of is the one with the owl and another, I think it looks like a little swallow sitting next to it. My mum is a huge owl fan, and I was thinking that if I could get it done within the year for her, then that would be a good Christmas present for her next year. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, if you're thinking of joining in with the HAED sale. Really like to know what your opinion is, what one I should go with. They are very different in the charts. I would really like to get it complete if I can. There are a few other charts this year that I wouldn't mind adding to my collection as well. So yeah, so if I could at least do, I think it's the 6 pages, where you'll then get all of the charts for that. But yeah, so that's something else that I'm thinking of doing. Anyway guys, thank you very much. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your time and spending some of your time with me and seeing my updates and what I had to show you. And yeah, thanks very much guys. All right, bye for now.